everyone. So I was exploring some concepts for the mini section, and I wanted to go for some minimal vibes, and then look at some of the inspirations that I have added, and some of the logos that I created, and I came out with two solutions, and I found one of this one is you have all the categories here, and whenever I click on any of the categories, then I'll be redirected to the menu page with the advertiser size. So, but I also thought that maybe that would be one click more than necessary. So I abandoned that idea and I'm going for something really minimal. And I think this is really sweet and this looks really good. And uh, also, whenever I hover over some elements, then it's going to show you the card or the item that is present in the menu. And there is some hover effect going on here. And we'll be creating all of these. And some of the other things that I'll be talking about today are the effects that you can add. So whenever I land on it and on this space, I can give it certain appear effects, sliding effect, and all of that stuff. So those are the effect that is provided default by Framer. So I'll also be adding that. And so let's get started. But before I do all of these, I'll be adding all of these styles, the colors, and the fonts and the colors in my Framer file. So I'll do this. There's gonna be a small time lapse of it, and then I'll go to the effects and prototyping section. And I'm gonna skip over all of this step, and then after this, we'll go over to the effects and prototyping section, which is gonna be really fun because animation, who doesn't love it, right? So let's get started. So I just created the styles, so the headings and the colors that I'm using in my Figma file, and I'll be creating the menu section here. So in the last video that I did, I created the home page where you can see this is the home page, and I still think that there's some problem here because I just created the heading on text and it's acting pretty weird. I don't know why, but I'll have to check this. Besides that, we are pretty good. All of this. So I might also explain how I did this. So it's pretty easy, but once you get hang of effects and effects panel and then prototyping, this will be really easy for you to just, okay, so these are I did. So I don't even have to show you. And this is where I used a plugin. It's not a plugin. It is also like a pre-made component that Framer provides. So I just use that to create the slider. And whenever I hover over it, it's going to slow down. I think I need to slow it down a little bit more, but yeah. And then I have the photo section where I want it to look like accessible and easy, right? So this looks very easy in the eye, and I can just get the information that I need, right? So I need to change the texture. I forgot yesterday. Let's change it. Follow us, and this is it. Yeah, so this is what I created, and by the way, so the plugin, what it does is it takes all, you can just connect it with the cards that you have, or the testimonials, and it's going to show you, and you can play around with the information here. So how much speed you want, what direction you want it to scroll, and everything here, I think, and when you hover over it, so it's going to scroll like 0.7 seconds slower. It's going to essentially like, it's 1x, but now like whenever I hover over it, it's going to be slower, 0.7. Yeah, that's how I did it. And so in the menu section, I'll be creating this menu, where I did this one. So yeah, and whenever I hover over it, it's gonna show this card, and we're gonna create this. After that, I would say, yeah, that'd be it for me in this video. So the height of this is 435. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna go over to the menu section. So let's create this animation here. So I'm gonna take this card and 16 pixel on left and right, 12 pixel on top and bottom, and then we have a outline variant for the bottom border, and we have the text light, primary text light, and primary text. Yeah, so this is how it's been laid out. I'm gonna copy this right now. I'm gonna go over to half Framer and I'm gonna now I'll create component out of it, and after I create a component, I'll be adding prototype to it. If I create a component and then prototype it, I can reuse this again and again, and then I can just change the text content, and then it's gonna work. So I'm gonna drag it outside. It's gonna be a menu item. Right click, create component, is create. Now there are two things that I need to do, right? So first of all, when I hover over it, I want it to have primary color. This is done. Like now in the last video I talked about, I can see if this is working or not. You can click on this play button, hover over it, and change the color. If you want to add something different, if you want to make this better, what you can do is you can create a frame, add it inside absolute, so that it has its own spacing. I'm going to give it 0, 0, 0. So now it's exactly the size of this frame. Yeah, and then I'm going to fill this. Okay, I might need to fill all of it. Yeah. Now after I fill this, what I can do is I can add color, primary color to it. Okay, why is it okay? This frame, we have it here. We want the frame to have primary color. Why is it inside here? Don't know. Yeah, so this is working now. I need it to be below the stack. So what I did right now is that I added another frame inside the variant. So this is our menu card, and inside this menu card I added another frame. So this frame is not group. It's not going to adhere to the layout that I created. So it's not going to follow strictly follow this layout. It's going to have its own rule. So that's why I added the absolute positioning to it. So the positioning before it was relative. So I just changed it to absolute, and then I have the frame here. So this is going to be the hover element, right? So I can just drag it below, like below, so that it's not visible. And whenever I place on the hover action, what I can do is I can bring back the frame, and it will give you different type of animation. Now I can also change the effect type. So I'm going to ease it, and maybe like this. Delay 0.1 second. This should be pretty cool, right? So it's like last time it was just like a light bulb turning on, right? But now it's like sliding in with some certain speed, certain easing, right? So that's what I did. Now we also need another card that has this item. So it's like 150 pixel width and 209 pixel height. So I'm just gonna drag and create an element, create a frame. Sorry. What was the size? So 150 209. 150 209. Yeah. So we have the card here. I need should be an image. I'm going to select an image, and let's just select this one for now. Yeah, we have this image. I'm also going to do the same thing to the image, right? So it's going to be absolute, so that it does not. So if I don't give it an absolute positioning, what it does is that I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to add it here. Now it's taking up a space in this card, right? We don't want that. We want it to be outside the card. We want it to hover outside the card, and we don't want it to have anything to do with this alignment. So I'm going to change the positioning to absolute. Now I can place it anywhere I want, and I think the degree is minus 4.92. Copy. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to give it the degree. Yeah, rotation. Sure. Yeah. Yes. This minus. Okay, I don't know. This is really weird. This should not be happening, but yeah. So now we have another problem, right? So it's not visible outside this box, right? Because we do not have overflow as visible. So if any item that overflows, by default it's invisible because we have the visibility turned off. So overflow, it's hidden. So we want it to be visible, as you can see. Okay, so we have another problem here now. So whenever I do overflow visible, we can see this card also. You can also see this card. We don't want that. So I can either I can just bring the opacity down to 0, and then inside this one, I can bring the opacity to 100. So let's see if it changes anything. I'm just gonna visibility off, and in this card, we want this to be visible again. So let's see if it's working. So I think this is working, but I don't really like how we can see the this thing coming over. So I'm going to fix that as well. Okay, so what we can do about this, we're going to either, let's see, let's go over to the frame. I'm going to edit here. I'm just going to make this very small, like this. Now, play. So yeah, it's working. So essentially what I did before was that I just moved the frame below this container so that it will not be visible. But now we have overflow visible, then it will be visible. So that was a problem that we had. So to fix that, what I did was I just changed the size of this element. So it is still inside this card, but the size is almost 0 pixel, and we have the opacity as well to 0. So that's why now whenever I hover over it, yeah, so it's working. And the image is very abrupt, so we need to give it certain style, certain effect. When it appears, no, I think style transition. We need to give it a transition ease. I think this should work. Let's just play. Oh, it's not working. I don't know why. It should work. Styles, transition, it's already added. Why is it not working? Custom. Okay, it's still not working. I think what the problem is that it doesn't make it visible. I want to squeeze this. It's going to be here, and it's going to be squished like this. And whenever it is present here, so I'm just going to remove the opacity to 0 and see what was the size. 150 to 209. So 150 to 209. Opacity 100%. This should work now. Yeah. I don't really like that. That does not look good. It does not really look good. So 150 to 209. So it's like figuring out how it will look like. So whenever you change something, right? So yeah, now it looks better. It looks way better. So basically what we did right now is I created a component out of the card that I had, and then after I created the component, I added all the necessary advanced elements that I needed. So in the card we have here, so whenever I hover over it, it's going to change the color. It's also going to show an image of the element the menu item we have, right? So what I did, I created element. I created this element. I created a component out of it, and then we have 2 extra elements here. So one is the image. So the image size is 152 to 219. I just moved it outside the frame, and then I lowered the opacity to 0. And in the second one, and the position is absolute, that's why we can add it outside the frame. And in the hover effects, what I did was I dragged the frame inside this card, and then I added the visibility to, the opacity to 100%, and I did the same thing to the another frame, that is our hover card. So the hover card has the same width of the entire card, and then whenever it's not in hover state, then it's going to be, the opacity is going to be 0, and the height is going to be 0. 4. You can give it 0 as well, but I think 4 would be good because it's transitioning to 100% with opacity, so that will look good. And then whenever I hover over it, it's going to transition it to the full width of the full height of the card. And I also give it certain transition. So the transition was spring, so whenever it springs, it's like a bouncing effect. That's something that I do not want right now, so that's why I added an ease in effect, and I give it some curves. So I just change the curves. I'm going to talk about this as well in further videos, but for now, this is something that I know, that's why I change it. Change it back to that. Yeah. And after all that, we have this card ready. Now I can use it in my okay, so one more thing that I forgot to tell you. So whenever you create this card, and if you want to reuse it, I'll show you. So it'll be easier. Sorry, I'm going to copy this, paste it here. I need another same card another second time, and then the name is going to be this one. The subtitle is going to be this one. So I can change the name right now. I can change the name, I can change the subtitle, I can change the price, I can change the image, so I can do any of this. So to fix that, what we have to do is we have to give it a variable. So everything inside this should be a variable. That's how you change names and stuff. So this is the name. So I'm going to click over here, and then I'm essentially going to add. So whenever you add a component, then it's going to show you this plus icon. So whatever thing that we have been presented over here can be created components. So variables. So I'm going to click here, create a variable. It's going to be a plain text, and it's not going to be text area. So it's just going to be the title, and then the subtitle. Right? We have to do the same thing for this as well. So content, create variable, plain text. This should be text area. Yeah, text area, and yeah, this works. Color also if you want to, but right now this is going to be fixed. So we're not going to change it. And for the image, I'm going to add the image as variable. Create variable image. Yeah. So default we have certain image. So we can also add default text here. So placeholder text. Sorry. And then for here as well, we have the default and placeholder text for the image. Now I go over to the menus. I duplicate this. It change the text, and I can change the subtitle as well. You can work around with the timing, the effects as well, so it will look good after that. So we tried the prototyping effect. So we prototype these containers. So we added hover effect. We can also add variant of this. So I want, maybe this is the base variant, and I want a variant where we don't have the subtitle. So we can have that. I want a variant where maybe the title is very big. So it's not 16, it's going to be 28 pixel item. So now I can replace any of these. So I can go over here. I can change the default to no subtitle, large title. So this is how you can create variants and prototype it. That's how you do it. And then now Framework provides you with a effects panel that is default to it. So I'm going to click over to this stack. I'm going to go over effects. Whenever the screen appears, what I want is everything to fade in. The effects can be ease in and delay it by 0.1 second, maybe 2 seconds. This looks good. I can play it. So yeah, it's working. And whenever I can also add effects to individual items, right? So appear effect, whenever it appears, I want it to scale in, and then the effects are going to be ease in. I'm going to take 3 seconds delay, and then for this as well, effects appear. On appear, I want it to scale in as well, and then effects are going to be the same. 3 and 3. Let's look at it. Yeah, it's working. Now I want it, whenever I scroll down, I want this card to come in the view, right? So whenever I scroll, layer in view, start, layer in view, let's say, fade in, sliding from bottom, let's start. I don't want the delay, I want the ease in and ease out. Let's try. See, so whenever I scroll over here, it's going to show me only cards, right? So this is working. Yeah. So that's how you create effects on Framework, which I hope this video was helpful for you, and you can create prototypes now and create effects like this as well. And I think that would do for the video today. And in the next video, I'll be completing the gallery and contact section. Have a good day. Bye.